Hello and welcome to a brand new series of UK boating. My name's Rebecca Bruce and I'm very much looking forward to spending the next few weeks visiting some of our beautiful inland waterways and seeing what they have to offer. We'll be visiting a great selection of marinas and speaking to the people that own and work there, as well as those visiting them on their moorings. And we'll be bringing you a great host of stories from the canal. In each episode, we'll be hearing from Charles Sterling, who's going to give us the technical facts behind some of those old wives' tales to help us improve the power performance of our boats. So whether you're on land or water, sit back, relax and enjoy the journey. Here's what's coming up on this episode.
Rebecca meets the staff and visitors mooring at Devizes Marina Village in Wiltshire.
We actually bought the boat from Devizes.
Oh, okay, so you saw it for sale here and now You've ended up mooring here.
Yes, yeah.
There's a common misbelief that large alternators, etc. on boats allow you to charge your batteries faster. Later on the programme I'll show you that this simply may not be the case.
Hi there, I'm looking to hire a kayak please.
Yes. And Rebecca cruises the canal in a hired kayak at Devizes.
People cruise the canals for all sorts of reasons, whether they're boat owners or hirers. They may be there to enjoy the sedate, peaceful lifestyle of cruising past our beautiful countryside and looking out for the wonderful wildlife. Or they may be there for more of a challenge, to learn about their boat management skills, to safely cruise the canal and to work the locks and swing bridges. Whatever the reason for being on the canal, it should be something that's open to everyone, whatever your lifestyle or disability.
The Bruce Trust has been running for over 22 years on the Kennet and Avon Canal and provides canal boat holidays for disabled, disadvantaged and elderly people.
It's a charity that's very close to my heart and one that I became trust administrator of at the end of last year, helping to run the organisation along with our engineer and over 80 local volunteers.
Well, I've been helping out for about 5 years now. I live in the village, so it's very handy, and I try and get down once a month to help. I basically do the cleaning in the boats.
Being involved in the Bruce Trust, to me, it's a bit of a family thing, I think, almost, with all the volunteers and if you like, the founders, David Bruce, larger-than-life character. So all that adds a bit of friendship, I think, to things. But it's an easy but pleasant way of doing something really useful.
The Bruce Trust was founded in 1988 by Louise and David Bruce, following the sale of Bruce's Brewery and the Firkin pubs. They decided they wanted to use some of the profits to put something back into the community and help charities and organisations like the St Vincent's Centre in Cheltenham.
I believe that we found out about the Bruce Trust through my boss looking up on the internet. We needed an idea for a holiday for severely disabled people. And we didn't want to go overseas because I wanted to take some people on holiday who had complex needs. So I wanted to stay in the UK. And we looked up ideas and found a barge holiday and then just leapt at the chance, really.
It was, it's very nice, thank you. It's the very first boat I've been on.
So far we found liaising with Bruce Trust absolutely brilliant, to be honest. We booked, the team have just been really, really helpful. And also one other member of staff and I came on a training weekend, which was brilliant because it was a full weekend and that gave us the confidence then to be able to bring some people that we're going to be responsible for.
The first facility that a wheelchair user will come across are the wide access boarding ramps, which are safe and sturdy and make it very easy to wheel on and off the boat. Once on board the deck, you can see how much higher this rear deck is than on other narrow boats, which allows everyone to be able to see over the top for when they're steering using the tiller. As well as steering using the tiller, someone with limited upper body movement can also steer the whole boat just using this remote steering device. It's just a simple joystick that moves the boat by turning it left or right.
And if you see the smile on somebody's face in a wheelchair, who perhaps can only move his fingers but can control the joystick, they can drive these barges. So when you see that, that to me epitomises what it's all about.
This hydraulic lift is an easy, smooth ride for the wheelchair user to move down into the boat and up again at the end of the day. Once you're in the boat, you'll be able to see other facilities we have, such as the low-level bunks, the large low-set windows, and the wet room with easy manoeuvrability inside.
To see daylight.
Indeed.
Yeah.
It's quite bright daylight.
Yes.
Brakes off and I'll bring you backwards.
the freedom to move up and down the canal, and the ability to take perhaps hold on to the tiller, and they're just having a good holiday.
Lovely. And then are you able to reach the tiller from there, Leon? How's that? Is that all right? Fantastic. Right, Captain Leon, you've had your go at the tiller, but do you fancy having a go at the remote steering, which might make it slightly easier for you? Yeah, you're happy to give that a go? Yeah. All right. How's that? Okay? Is that steady enough for you?
Yes, thank you.
All right, so if you grab the joystick, turn it left to go left and right to go right, and you're capting away.
Yeah, well, it's nice to have a responsible job you can do.
We are hoping that this week will do two things mainly for us. The people that we've brought with us predominantly live at home with mum and dad, so it will give the family a bit of a break, and also it will give them a holiday experience, which they often don't get.
The sole purpose of the Trust is to give people a change of scene and to enjoy an experience they may not otherwise have had without such facilities. Situated on the Kennet and Avon Canal at the top of the Cane Hill Flight in Devizes, Wiltshire, is Devizes Marina.
This marina offers 100 recreational moorings and 7 residential moorings, and with its peaceful rural location is the perfect place to moor. I'm here to speak to some of the people that work here and some that moor here to find out what it has to offer. Hi guys, so you're at Devizes Marina today. How long have you been here?
We came up on Friday just for the weekend. We try and come up every other weekend.
Oh nice, and you always end up at this marina?
Yeah, well, we keep the boat here, and then we sort of toddle off and go up and down the canal.
Yeah, fantastic. A real lifestyle then.
It is,
yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, we've got some moorers here at the marina that have been here for sort of 10 years or more, some since the marina was open, and then we're having new people mooring here all the time.
Well, we had it built 4 years ago. We were moored where it was built up in Stourbridge, and we live in Swindon, so it's quite a long way to go for a boating weekend. So we decided to try and move it. We came and we saw Debs at the office, and we waited, and we ended up with a mooring where we are now.
So you had to go in a queue first to
we
get
did,
mooring?
yeah. It's quite a popular place, and I think we used to come up on a regular basis and say, "Hi Debs, it's us again," and can we, any news? And it did. It seemed to work better than doing it on the phone or writing. So we went back up to Stourbridge and we sailed her down.
Wonderful, a lovely trip, I bet.
It was very nice. It took us 10 days.
I was going to say, how long did it take you?
Yeah, it took 10 days. Yeah. I would have liked to have taken a month.
We've been here since October. I had our boat last October, so we've had it all through the winter now. Now we're off down to the Thames today.
Yeah, now the fun begins.
Now the fun begins,
good.
yeah.
And why did you choose Devizes Marina?
No particular reason. We've been up around Worcester. We are from Pt1, which is on the Mon and Breck. We've had a look around that area and we just fell in love with this little boat here.
Some moorers come down to their boats and they'll go off to Bristol, which could take them sort of a week or two. Some people go all the way down to the River Thames, so they could be away for months. So some people go away all summer and we don't see them till the winter.
And how does it work for the moorers in terms of contacting you about getting a mooring and then the costs of things?
Yes, I mean, what we do is very often we'll get a phone call from someone that is interested in mooring here, because we're in what's called the Long Pound on the Kennet and Avon, so there's a good 14 miles without locks, so it is very popular. So people might ring and inquire, and they move their boats from perhaps the Midlands or from another part of the Kennet and Avon, and if we've got a vacancy, and we explain the pricing. Sometimes it'll be that we've sold a boat and they want to stay here, so we do that as well.
We actually bought the boat from Devizes.
Oh, okay, so you saw it for sale here and now you've ended up mooring here?
Yes.
Okay, and did you know about Devizes Marina beforehand, or was there a reason that you came here?
No, we were looking around for boats for about 3 years, and we kept going to different marinas. No, that felt claustrophobic. No, that wasn't right. The layout wasn't right. Saw this one and we thought this one would suit us.
Just tick the boxes for you. Fantastic.
Yeah.
We were going to ship our boat over onto the Mon and Breck, but decided to leave it here and explore around this area.
So they've wooed you for a bit longer
That's
here.
Right, yeah.
Fantastic.
Paid for another 12 months now.
Oh good, so they've really got you.
Yeah.
Excellent. And what facilities can they provide here?
Everything. I've had trouble with the boat a couple of weeks ago, and they can do everything from painting your boat maintenance to the engine, everything really.
Facility-wise,
you've got your water and electrics.
Water and electrics, but I mean there's some canal boats that don't have showers, so it would be nice to have, you know, shower facilities,
right.
A shop where you can get bread, milk.
I mean, they haven't got showers, but you know, that may be a thing that they'd add one day, which could be quite, you know, because boat showers are not that big.
Oh, don't I know it? Yeah, absolutely. It'd be nice to stretch out occasionally. Yeah, I know the feeling. Okay, so that would be the only thing, really. Yeah, fantastic. That's good to hear. And in terms of facilities, you know, what do you get here, or what do you use?
Well, we've got the mains electric point and a tap.
And improvements that you could think that they could.
Yeah, it's a refuse point. We do have to take all our rubbish home.
Right.
Which, it's not a big deal because we don't generate that much, but it's just something that would be nice. A skip at the gate.
And if you fancy dining on dry land at Devizes, you haven't got far to go for a slap-up meal.
One of the great facilities at Devizes Marina is this wonderful restaurant, The Hourglass. Fantastic food and what wonderful views.
You can pretty much go some lovely rural walks towards Pewsey, and there's also sort of a walk into Devizes where you can see the Cane Hill Flight and things like that.
Beautiful, and it's a market town, isn't it?
Yeah,
Devizes?
There's a little market town, and there's a market every Thursday, so that's quite nice to come and visit.
Do you go into Devizes quite a lot from here?
We do, yeah. I mean, you can sail down there. It takes about
half an hour, just more up, and
lovely.
Just walk up into the town.
Yeah.
So in terms of location, it really is ideal for whether you want to go into town and do something or cruise up and have a bit of peace and quiet and things.
It is.
We bring the cat. We've got a ship's cat.
Oh, do you? Lovely.
She doesn't not too keen on the trip here, but once she's on board, she's fine.
And the dogs are welcome here.
Oh
Yeah.
Really
They
likes
know
the
them
dogs.
by name.
No, as I said, everybody's really friendly.
It
Help you
certainly
out.
seems that way.
My wife ended up in the canal back a few weeks ago, so someone jumped along to help us. So
fantastic.
yeah,
No, it seems to be what everyone said. It's the sort of family and friendly environment that's really captured.
and it's a
people.
lovely area.
And for the foreseeable future, do you think you'll be here for a bit longer, or?
I think so.
Yeah. And where have you cruised from? Have you been?
We haven't been far.
Oh, you haven't been far. have you dared do the flight yet?
No, not yet. No, we've always gone in the opposite direction.
And if you fancy heading in the direction of Devizes Marina, they're open all year round for residential and recreational moorings. Visit them online at devizesmarina.co.uk for full details.
Well, that's it for part one, but join us again after the break when Charles Sterling will be busting the myth that large alternators speed up your battery charging, and I'll be visiting the hire facilities at Devizes Marina.